Neuralink presented a robot to implant the chip in the brain. Electric car Lucid Air overtook the Tesla Model S, and a secret Chinese reusable spacecraft flew into orbit and left something there. Watch all the most interesting news from the world of high-tech all in this one issue. Let us start with the news from Neuralink. The new chip from Neuralink contains more than 1,000 wires, which can read brain activity. To implement the chip will be done by a robot, avoiding damage to the brain and blood vessels. Elon Musk assures that the process will take some time and will leave only a small scar. In addition, the device will be easy to remove, for example, to replace with a newer version. Now Neuralink's engineers have teamed up with the Woke Studios, an industrial design studio, to present a robot designed for such complex work. The 2.5-meter robot is equipped with a camera and sensors and has its base a computer, a power supply, and cooling system. The robot head holds the needle and allows it to move freely and precisely in 5 axes. This ensures the accuracy of the device, whose design is designed not to scare people. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration has authorized Amazon to use Prime Air drones for delivery throughout the country in deserted areas. The company says the technology is safe and its tests will start soon. The company can now use several thousand drones to deliver all types of goods outside the operator's site. On September 4th, China first launched into space an experimental reusable spacecraft which successfully returned to Earth in 2 days. This was reported by the Zhangzhou State Agency without giving any details or images of the spacecraft. The only thing known is that the spacecraft was delivered to space by the Shenzheng 2F launch vehicle launched from the Joaquin Satellite Launch Center in the Gobi Desert. According to one of the versions, it's not just a capsule, but a spaceplane. Officially, the purpose of the spacecraft launch was to test the spacecraft's systems, but the U.S. Space Surveillance Network specialists discovered a new, mysterious object in the Earth's orbit. The experts assumed that the object was doing 2 rotations around the Earth before the potentially reusable spacecraft left the orbit. New test of the space internet Starlink showed the download speeds of more than 100 megabytes per second. This is still far from what SpaceX expects to get in the end, but it's above the 60 megabits per second shown in the last test. We'd like to remind you that on September 3rd, Elon Musk company launched another batch of 60 satellites into space. And on September 4th, SpaceX conducted repeated tests of Starships in flight of 150 meters. The flight was a success. Elon Musk also told Twitter that the first Raptor vacuum engine for Starship has been sent from SpaceX rocket factory in Hawthorne, California, to the company's development center in McGregor, Texas. We are waiting for the news about the engine in action. But there are also bad news for Elon Musk. It is the victory of the electric car of the California company Lucid Air over the Tesla Model S in the race for the drag station. The car, Lucid Motors, in the top version of the Dream Edition, overcame 402 meters in 9.9 seconds, while the Tesla could not meet the 10-second interval. This victory was announced by Lucid Motors, pointing out that the Lucid Air is able to drive on one battery charge 832 kilometers, while the current record holder for this indicator is the Tesla Model S at only 482 kilometers. Musk himself has not yet commented on this event. Chinese engineers presented a fully autonomous robot observer based on a 4-legged platform which can monitor the social distance between people on the street. To achieve autonomy, the developers installed the robot several cameras and 3D LiDAR. The robot measures the distance between the pedestrian groups in real time, cleverly maneuvering between them on city streets, and gives sound signals if the groups of people are too close to each other. And in Poland robotics, robot Richie was taught to recognize people without masks. Richie is a pretty nice open-source humanoid robot, programmable with Python. The robot Prepper, who has long ago learned to detect mask deniers, has been trained to navigate autonomously through the shopping center of the Parisian Mall. Most of all, the video draws attention to the position of the robot when moving independently. Rat Chair is a strategy to move large objects by connecting relatively small sources of vibration. The effect of vibration on an object's displacement is studied and corrected by a special algorithm. As a result, not only the chair, but also the piano may come to you. The system was first introduced in 2015. It's a pity that so far all furniture is still not autonomous. Japan intends to introduce flying cab services in 2023. Recently, we have already shown you tests of the SD03 device from SkyDrive. The 4-meter unit weighs 400 kilograms and its body is made of carbon fiber, aluminum, and other light and durable materials. The SD03 uses 4 pairs of coaxial rotors with electric drives, 1 pair in each quadrant. They provide flight time from 5 to 10 minutes at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. These achievements from SkyDrive prompted new investors to join the project and almost tripled the amount of investment the company has had to $56 million, which will accelerate the development of personal flying cars. Bioserve Technologies developed the exoskeleton Iron Hand, which strengthens human grip with a patented technology, SEM. The design allows not only to keep the shoulder and hand in one position during heavy work, but also to fix the desired position of the fingers. Peter Levels, creator of the Nomad List freelance travel service, introduced the Idea AI application, which generates new product and business ideas using the GPT-3 algorithm. The developer is ready to sell popular ideas for $99. Let's leave a link in the description in case it's going to be useful. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't miss any new releases from the world of high tech.